She's the queen bee. And I'm the queen bee.
You call me Queen Bee.
Foxy lady.
It's the Devin Dixon Show.
Yeah, welcome back. It is a Throwdown Thursday. Buzz brought to you by our friends at Coral Canyon Golf Course. I was out there today playing a benefit charity event for the Utah Special Olympics. Had an absolute blast. A little blustery, a little rainy, but the course is fantastic. Get your tee times out there. Coral Canyon, 688-1700. Just $75. You get a logo Coral Canyon hat. 18 holes with cart. 688-1700. Queen Bee dropping by for the Buzz. And greetings and salutations, Rach. What's our lead story this afternoon?
All right. You know, there were a lot of really good videos out this week that really caught my attention. So if you've seen them, then you really know. And if you haven't, you're missing out. There we go. This Iowa wrestler won the NCAA 133-pound class title this week. His coach runs up to him. They're so excited. It's been forever since they won this. He starts yelling in his ear. We're like, what is this guy yelling? All of a sudden, you watch the wrestler slam him down to the mat. And it turns out, this coach, that's all he wanted. He wanted to be slammed down to the mat. That was his big dream. And they went for it. And I think this guy is going to be feeling this slam for about 2 weeks. It was brutal.
So this kid wrestles for Iowa?
Yeah, Iowa. So, and they hadn't won an individual title since 2014. So they're super excited. And this coach just got super stoked into it. And for whatever reason, he wanted to be slammed down and remembered. But
they were just so excited. He's like, throw me down, throw me down, throw me down.
Well,
boom.
The kid was, his name is Corey Clark. And this wrestler, Corey Clark, was like, no. Like, knowing, I don't want to hurt my coach. Coach wanted it. He finally gave in.
Good stuff. Let's get to story number 2. It's the Buzz.
So, I'm sure you saw this because you're watching basketball. Northwestern fan that was melting down campus was obsessed.
Do we lose Rach? We got a bad connection there. I think. Yeah, you're cutting in and out quite a bit. This is at the Gonzaga game. They showed this fan. I saw it. He went he's screaming. He's crying. Just pure raw emotion. But that was everywhere. That was all over the internet. Is that what you're referring to?
Well, yeah, that video. This kid is incredible. First of all, he's carrying on, but it turns out that he's actually the son of the Northwestern athletic director. This is why he's getting all in. So incredible. The kid is going to be famous for years to come just for this video.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about, I was actually bumped into a guy today that was up in Salt Lake City at the Vivint Smart Home Arena, and he was with his 2 sons. They were down the court, and they were taking a picture, and Mike Greenberg, who's alumni of Northwestern, Greeny, walked by, and he's like, hey, Mike, from Mike and Mike. And he's like, oh, you guys want a picture? He took a picture with them, and they actually were sitting not far from where Greeny was sitting, and they said the whole time he was like eating his pizza and like just biting his nails, and he was so nervous. I mean, Northwestern had not been to the NCAA tournament, and then to win one game and then to battle back and make it interesting against Gonzaga and come so close to getting to the Sweet 16. I hope they keep Coach Collins around. That was a great run for Northwestern this year. There's no question.
Oh, it was, but this kid is just the winner of the whole game, in my opinion.
All right, let's get to story number 3. This is the Buzz. Queen Bee, what do we got?
All right, we've got Mohamed Anis. He's a soccer player, and he's from Ghana. Yeah, you heard about this story. This story is so awkward. So he thanked his wife and his girlfriend after earning Man of the Match honors last week. So he had to backtrack and then say his girlfriend is actually his daughter that his wife knows. But everyone kind of looked at him and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I love my wife. She knows that this, but would you really give the example of I love my wife so much and feel the need to say it if it actually was your daughter and she knew?
Yeah, I mean, they've got kids together. Supposedly it looked awkward. No, there's no question. I mean, it was, and he quickly tried to backtrack and cover that up as soon as he realized what he'd said. You don't thank your wife and your girlfriend I don't know what
Awkward.
it was so awkward. Oh my goodness! And a lot of people have seen this. I don't even know what he's backtracked, and he says his wife's fine, and she knows what kind of man he is, and all these things. And I don't know what to believe now, but it was so awkward.
It was one of those things you're just like, I want to stop watching it, but it's that train wreck that you just can't look away from.
Let's get
That's
to
what it is.
more of the buzz, a couple more stories, and then we're going to play some buzz time trivia with the Queen Bee. What's our next story,
we
Rich?
are. All right. The NBA general manager has now said that Tinder is helping players' road performances because, and I quote, no need to go to the clubs all night anymore. And and one general manager called it, and of course he's speaking anonymously because I'm sure other people who are not supposed to be doing this are also doing it. Tinderization of the NBA. He goes, Tinderization, like the dating app. And we're like, yes, we know. But he goes, it's absolutely true that you get at least 2 more hours more sleep getting laid on the road today versus 15 years ago. No schmoozing, no going out to the club, no having to go get something to eat after the club for the hotel. And you're just like, oh my God, what? On earth? Do
we really care what athletes do as long as they perform on the court? I mean, we know this goes on.
So whatever helps them, whatever works. But I love that they actually felt the need to address this. And, Tinder is so excited about this. They're like, free publicity, NBA, this is great.
Yeah.
'Cause I have friends who have found athletes on Tinder in LA, and it's just the funniest thing because everyone's sitting around like, look who I just matched with on Tinder. And I'm like, oh, my God, make it stop.
Are you on Tinder? Have you been on this? I of course.
No,
I
am actually not on Tinder. I am proud to say.
Andy, have you ever been on Tinder?
But not on Tinder.
Well, I don't want to, talk too much about it, but heck yeah, I mean, Tinder's has a bad reputation. It's the best app.
Is it
Double
really?
D. If you had this when you were single, you'd have the time of your life.
Really?
It's just an easy way to meet people that you wouldn't normally.
Yeah,
Probably
is
run
that
into
what we're
in real
going to
life.
call it? Meet people? Is that what we're going to really call
I will
it?
defend. People think it's a shallow app, but if you're out at a party, you see somebody you're attracted to, you go talk to them. That's what Tinder's about. It's just about, are you attracted to this person? You swipe right. I think it's a brilliant idea, and obviously, and the NBA players who are on this are getting 100% swipe rights. I'm sure if we looked at the statistics.
Well, I mean, so they're getting 100% swipe rights on people who know who they are because not every female. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
not every
that's a
female
good point.
Not
That's
every
a good
male
point.
follows sports.
True. All right, 2 more quick stories, and then we got to get to Buzz Time Trivia.
All right. The NFL is now developing a new way to drain all of the joy from the sport for absolutely no reason. And this is because they are developing an educational training video on how to celebrate a touchdown. Are you kidding? I mean, I'm sorry. Are there not enough stipulations that they need to follow now? They're going to learn how to have a touchdown performance
Oh,
of
my
happy.
goodness. I like the raw emotion of just the reaction players do when they score. Everybody's different. And
Goodell is a fun killer. We've talked about this.
Yeah. No, I know.
An official fun killer. This is just one more step in his fun killing ways.
And they say there could be more ejections today for legal hits, and although they don't think that's gonna
Jumping over the line of scrimmage and da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's fine. Why don't we just take away the whole sport altogether and every fun aspect about it?
Yeah. The NFL, the No Fun League, continues to. I hope it doesn't play out this season to be. I want players to be themselves. Whatever. If you want to Lambo leap. If you want to spin the ball, if you want to spike the ball, if you want to do a stupid dance, fine. I don't care as long as you get back to the huddle for the PAT or you get off the sideline so you can kick the extra point. I don't care. It's just part of the old process of the entertainment for the fans. You're gonna fire me.
I mean,
up. Let's not even.
I know. No, listen, I'm fired up too. I totally get you. All right, let's go on to actual joy of basketball players throwing punches at each other. I mean, hey, it's like hockey on a court.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's great.
Counter punch, and then counter punch. You're talking about Serge
Lopez
Ibaka
and
and Robin
Ibaka.
Lopez. Yeah, I was watching this Raptors Bulls game the other night. They don't like each other.
No, they don't like each other. And watching, I think it was Lopez threw a punch and it missed Ibaka completely. And you're just watching, you're just like, oh, well, that was a disappointment. At least in hockey, they land their punches.
Oh,
I was so excited.
You know
when
what
I
noticed about? You know what I noticed about that though? You got these little buff referees like right in the middle of this melee, like pushing guys out. Like,
what are they going to do?
Dude, they did an awesome job though of not letting that escalate into something bigger. I know there was a punch and a counter punch, but that could have been a lot worse. That could have been melee, and the officials were in there just pushing people away. I mean, at the end of the day, both got ejected, and rightfully so, but it could have been worse. I really, truly believe that if those officials didn't step in there and push them away and hold them back, it could have been a lot worse.
This is true.
See, taking officials and giving them kudos when they deserve it. Not going to be hard on officials.
I mean, but you have to understand is I'm also someone that really loves UFC and all those things. So I personally like when people punch each other.
No, I get that. I know that you love blood and you love people getting into fights. And I'm not going to be that guy that says, hey, I don't mind a little ruckus. I don't mind a little altercation something. And you know what? For Toronto, they were down like 20 when that happened. They come back, they get it to overtime, and they end up winning by 2. I think it was 122 to 120. And obviously, without Ibaka, it was a big loss for them. And DeRozan went off, and they ended up winning the game.
Yeah.
Sometimes
whatever works.
No. All right, that is the buzz, everybody. Good stuff today from the Queen Bee. She's not done yet. She's going to test your trivia knowledge. When we come back, we can fire up the phone lines, 673-9398. We got some good prizes for you today, including NHRA drag racing tickets next weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's the Buzz Time Trivia segment of the show. When we come back, you want to be a contestant, hit us up here in the One Loss Studio, 673-9398. We'll take your calls when we come back.
It's time for the buzz with the Queen Bee on the Devin Dixon Show.
Yeah, NCAA basketball is coming up. We've got the first game, that Michigan-Oregon game, and then the other early window game, Gonzaga-West Virginia, here live on your Thursday all night long of NCAA basketball. Good luck in your brackets, everybody. Make or break weekend for you, huh? Got to get to some Buzz Time trivia, though. Phone lines are open, 673-9398. And let's go to our first contestant. Hi, what's your name? Oh, we lost that line. 673-9398. Buzz Time Trivia. I'm putting up NHRA tickets on the line. This is a game, if you're new to the show, where you get one shot, the Queen Bee, one-on-one. If you grab it, we usually come with some pretty hefty prizes in Buzz Time Trivia. And some days the Queen Bee is very giving. Other days she can be very, very tough. But we do need contestants, 673-9398. And let's get this going. We only have about a 5-minute window for this segment. And let's go to our first contestant. Hi, thanks for hitting us up. What's your name?
It's Brian.
Brian, what's up, buddy?
Oh, just hanging out.
All right,
enjoying the rain.
All right, I love it. Let's get you some prizes on a Thursday. All right, here we go, Queen Bee.
All right, here we go. Back in the day, college football analyst Lee Corso actually played college football. He attended Florida State and roomed with another notable player who then became an actor. Who was this actor that he was rooming with? He's very famous.
Burt Reynolds.
You got it.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, my goodness.
Nice work.
That was easy. You made that seem so easy. All right.
You really did.
Can you go racing next weekend? I got a pair of tickets for you to the Denso Sparks Plugs NHRA Nationals at the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I'll give you your choice of tickets for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, if you'd like.
Can I be really picky and say, can you just give me a round of golf somewhere instead?
We could do that. Let's give you 18 holes. What do we have, Andy? Let's do Green Spring Golf Course. How about that?
That's perfect.
All right, buddy. Enjoy your round.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. More phone lines open. 673-9398. 673-9398. Let's go to line 2. Hi. Thanks for holding. What's your name?
Joe.
Jim. Here we go, bud.
All right. Though Wimbledon is a pretty big deal today, the very first tournament scheduled in 1877 as a fundraiser for England's preferred sport at the time. What was that sport that actually Wimbledon was a fundraiser for?
Golf.
No, it was actually croquet.
Croquet. Yeah,
So English.
That was. Hey, thanks, Jim, for the phone call, man. 673-9398. Buzz Time Trivia continues. Hi, what's your name?
Dwayne.
Dwayne, here we go, bud.
All right. Winston, so Florida State's Jameis Winston became the youngest player to win the Heisman in December 2013. The oldest winner happened to play for Florida State as well. Who is he and how old was he when he won?
I know.
Two-parter. I think it was Chris Wenke.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is.
And
How old was
I'm going to say 23.
Oh, he's got to be
one
older
part,
than
but he was
that.
actually 28.
28.
Ooh. You know what? We're gonna give you Fabulous Freddy's Car Wash. You got enough to get a prize. Nice job.
Hey, beautiful.
We got
Appreciate it.
Fabulous Freddy's Car Wash for you. Come by. All our winners can come by, pick those up. The One Law Studio, 750 West Ridgeview Drive, right across the street from Paula's Mexican Restaurant off North Bluff Street. Oh, let's get some more contestants. Here we go. Back to the phone lines. Hi, what's your name? Do I got you?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
It's
Are you
Tony,
there?
Devin. How are you, buddy?
Tony. All right, give him the easiest question you have. I don't want any excuses, Queen Bee. The easy.
No, but listen, my daughter's the one that's going to answer. Tam's sitting in the car, and she's the one that made me call in.
Oh my goodness.
Then let's go.
Well, good.
Bring
Here
it.
we go. All right. In 1950, India qualified for the World Cup in Brazil, but ultimately was forced to withdraw for two reasons. The first was financial. What was the second?
Oh my heavens.
What year was this, and what was it? I missed the first part of the
1950.
question.
India World Cup.
1950 soccer, right? They're talking about
Yes, soccer.
India qualified, but they had to withdraw because they didn't have enough
One
money.
reason
and
was
what?
financial, and what was the other?
National disaster.
No, it was a good guess. It was actually because they had to wear shoes, and at the time, Indian footballers didn't wear shoes. They played barefoot.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Yeah. go
All right,
ahead.
that was
Sure.
a tough one. I'll ask a follow. What college football team won the national championship in 1984?
Shut up.
Exactly. And why?
Oh, hold on. Let me answer that, though,
Is
just
this,
so you know.
is me? What is
Yeah,
going
it's
on? I asked the questions.
Provo
over there.
No. He's gone. He's gone. Sorry, Queen Bee. I had to do that to TC.
Did he ever answer the question?
I don't think he did.
I think he said Provo High. I think I heard a Provo High right there. All right, we have another contestant. Let's go to line 4. Hi, what's your name?
Lost it.
Oh, we don't have that line.
What is going on, bros?
Well, I put Andy in charge of the phone lines today. He's doing okay.
Andy, you're fired.
Let's take one more contestant. 673-9398. You're scaring people off with barefoot soccer questions from 1950.
Oh, whatever, but that's why we have really good prizes for when people get questions right.
I
Go
mean,
big or go home.
he got
Come on.
Chris Wenke, and you want to know how old he was. I mean, this is ridiculously, brutally tough. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Thank you for not being scared of the Queen Bee.
Complain.
What's your name?
Dad, it's Roger. How are you?
Rods, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for hitting us up. Go easy on my man Rods here, Queen Bee.
All right, Roger. The first athlete to fail an Olympic drug test was a Swedish pentathlete, Hans Gunnar Wall, or whatever. It's impossible to pronounce, in 1968. But what drug did he actually test positive for? And mind you, this is weird.
I have no idea.
It'd be weird.
Marijuana.
No, it was actually beer.
Beer.
Beer. He admitted to drinking 2 beers to calm his nerves prior to the pistol shoot. So he was disqualified, and his team was forced to return their bronze medal.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Pretty good guess, Rod. Sorry, she's just brutal today. All right.
Hey,
well,
we gave away prizes.
I know we gave away 2. Well, 1.5. Let's take another call.
One and a
I'm not ending on
All
that.
right, here we
Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Dave.
Dave. Here we go, Dave. Focus here.
All right, Dave. Who caught Brett Favre's first regular season pass completion when he was playing for the Falcons in '91?
That is a tough one. Holy cow.
But this is a trick question. So this is, just think out of the box on that.
Any Any hints there?
It was deflected.
It was deflected.
Think out of the box.
no.
We're giving you as many hints as we can.
Was it to himself?
You got it. There you go.
Yes. Yes. I think we've had that question on other trivia segments on the show like 3 times.
No.
No, on other other trivia segments.
Wait, there's other trivia?
What's your name? Dave. Congratulations, man. NHRA tickets, would you like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday?
Let's go with Saturday if we could.
All right, you got it, man. Come pick those up. It's next Saturday, April 1st, down at the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. All right, thank you, Queen Bee.
No problem. Talk to you next week from New York.
Buzz Time Trivia.